Hi everyone, it's Shannon, and welcome back to Major Impact Farm. I'm excited to do a collaboration by Mackenzie over at Sumner Acres. This collaboration is with 9 other YouTube channels, and it is 5 things you want to accomplish on your homestead in 2019. So I said yes and did some thinking, because I know that there's a lot of things that I would like to get done around here this year. So the very first thing, I went outside the other day and I did some videos of some of the various things around the farm that I'd like to work on. My first thing is some infrastructure stuff. I have 2 goat stalls that have the divider down the middle, but I don't have doors or front walls. And then I also have a slip stall for one of the horses that I'd like to get finished, and that needs to be done. See, I've got a feeder built with water, so that's super exciting. They've already broken part of it. But what my intention is that there's going to be a wall and doors on either side of this, so that I have 2 smaller goat stalls, and then the rest of this space can be a slip stall for the halflinger, Xena. Improvements to my chicken coop and the chicken run, because right now I can't actually stand up in the chicken run, which makes getting in there and taking care of things a little bit difficult. This will be one of my big projects this year, is modifying the chicken coop and chicken pen. As you can see, I have some gold-laced Wyandottes, I have a couple Well Summer Girls, and I have Polish. Who am I missing? I'm missing my sweet hawk. My sweet hawk back there. She's one of my favorites. She lays blue eggs for me. Come on out, girls. Oh, that was gross. Thanks. But this is the chicken run. It is short. Very, very short. So one of my goals for this year will be to make it taller so that I can actually walk inside of it, modify the food, and then figure out a way to do an automatic waterer. Apparently they don't want to come out today. There's my sweet hawk. She looked like a hawk when she was a baby. Now, there's also this small issue here, which is the tree inside the coop, which is pushing this wall up and out. So that definitely needs to get fixed so that I don't have chickens or critters getting in and out of my coop. This here is the actual coop itself. Just a small, I believe it's hunting shed. Has little windows, real simple. And inside, it's lacking for pretty much everything. So that will be one of the biggest missions of this year, is to actually physically move the chicken coop. Let me see if I can back up far enough. I want to move the house all the way over so that it's next to this corner of the barn, which will make feeding my routine and my rotation easier, and then redo the actual run here that you can see so that I can walk in it. I'm also in the process of hanging all of my rabbit cages in the garage on the studs on the wall. So that's another thing that I'm hoping to get done. Number 2 is my new garden space. I have an idea for where I'd like it to be. I don't know if it'll work. I hope that it will. It may be a little bit damp back there. But who knows? Maybe that will work, and maybe having the garden back there will help to alleviate some of that moisture that's in the ground back there. It may also be a little bit too shady, but I'm not sure yet. We'll have to kind of wait and see. And back there I plan on doing several raised beds and putting a raised bed around my raspberry patch. It's just a big open space with the intention of it becoming my garden space. It's surrounded by trees, which I know is probably going to cause an issue. Trees over there. It's going to be interesting to see if I can manage to make it work. And did I mention that there's runoff here as well? Right down there. Can you see it? This whole trench right here, this whole ditch is a runoff ditch. So I don't know if it'll end up working out or not, but we'll see. I plan on doing raised beds out here, and then maybe if I can find a way doing something that's shade garden more or less down there. But one small step at a time, and hopefully, fingers crossed, this will all work out. Down here, where you see these 3 random sticks sticking up, obviously. This is my raspberry patch, my red raspberry. Hopefully they wintered well and will enjoy and appreciate the runoff right there. So I'm going to put a raised bed around this too. Got to get some stumps up out of here. But one step at a time. Fingers crossed. My third thing that I am hoping to do is to finally saddle break my gelding. And then after that, it's ride as much as I possibly can this summer in between work and taking care of everything else. He was a little bit slow to mature. His name is LA. He was a little bit slow to mature, like mentally. Physically, he's fine, but mentally, he's a big baby, which I love him for that. But now I think that he's really ready to get going and to be something more than what he is, just a pasture pony right now. And I've got my half-langer mare, and she's a chestnut mare. If anybody knows horses and knows the jokes about chestnut mares, that's her. She definitely fits the stereotype. Number 4 is I'm going to expand my garden, so I want to learn how to can, preserve, make things with the things that I grow. I am not the greatest cook, but I want to be able to cook. So that's my goal number 4. And then number 5 is this. Being out here on YouTube, putting my story and my goals and my ideas and my plans and the things that I learn all out here on YouTube for anyone and everyone to see and to be able to learn and to grow along with me. And like my goal is impacting my future, so that hopefully through this and through everything that I'm trying to do, the people who come along for this journey can impact theirs. Yeah, those are my 5 goals for 2019. Thanks for stopping by, and I hope that you guys enjoy this adventure with me.